So here you are, you take a lemon, cut it in half, squeeze it in your water, disregard the peel in the garbage, and then you drink your lemon water thinking you're getting all these amazing nutrients. But did you realize that the peel, the white part, which is called the pith, and the seeds have 5 times more nutrition than the juice in the pulp? When you hear what I'm going to talk about, the benefits of using the whole lemon, you will never waste the peel again. So let me explain. Typically, lemons are loaded with vitamin C unless it's pasteurized and you're consuming like lemon juice from some bottle. So if it's pasteurized, it's heated, there's hardly any vitamin C unless they add it in there. But there is potassium, magnesium, B6, B1, B2. There's copper, there's vitamin E. And if you use actual fresh lemon, you'll get vitamin C, which I'm going to cover. I've done quite a few videos on the benefits of lemon water, specifically reducing fat on your liver, reducing cholesterol, helping you lose weight because you're making insulin more sensitive and you're addressing insulin resistance, the benefits of anti-aging, the benefits of lemon for anti-cancer. There are very specific compounds in lemons that can help kill cancer cells, and the benefits of lemons for kidney stone prevention, especially if you're on the ketogenic diet and you're prone to kidney stones. And then the benefit of vitamin C for your immune system, and also how lemon can inhibit collagen destruction. But if you actually consume the white part of the lemon and the outer peel and the seeds, you're going to get some additional very cool benefits that I want to educate you on. Now, the first thing I want to cover is vitamin C. Vitamin C deficiency is related to something called scurvy, okay, where you lose your collagen, your joints, you have a lot of fatigue. And you might say that scurvy doesn't exist now, but I think there's subclinical versions of scurvy that people have, and they don't even really know that they have it. But in the 30s, scientists have found that using straight ascorbic acid, which is considered vitamin C, which it's really not, it's just one part of the vitamin C complex. They found that using ascorbic acid does not work as well as using the whole vitamin C complex from lemons, paprika, or oranges. In other words, they found some other additional things in the whole fruit, like lemons, that are not in ascorbic acid. And so back in the 30s, they identified vitamin P, okay? Now, they don't call it vitamin P anymore because typically vitamins fulfill a certain criteria, and vitamin P does not fulfill that criteria. But vitamin P stands for permeability, as in vascular permeability or capillary permeability or microvascular permeability. Now, permeability is basically the ability of your vascular system to allow things to move in and out between the vascular system. And so there are various gaps that occur. And when you have too much of a gap, you have symptoms like bleeding gums, like gingivitis. You might get spider veins, varicose veins, hemorrhoids, which involve the veins. You might get bruising. You might get a bleeding nose or edema. So they found this P factor, okay, vitamin P, helps to tighten up those junctions, those gaps, and prevents all these symptoms. So the P factor is really part of the vitamin C complex that's in nature. So typically in nature, you don't just have ascorbic acid. You have ascorbic acid, which is the antioxidant portion. You have also the P factor, which is really the bioflavonoids. And there's about 8,000 different bioflavonoids in certain plant compounds. And what I'm going to talk about is the citrus bioflavonoids. These bioflavonoids are part of the vitamin C complex. The other parts of the vitamin C complex would be the J factor or vitamin J, another thing that I'm not going to get into now, but vitamin J helps increase the oxygenation in your lungs. It helps you breathe better. And then you also have copper in the vitamin C complex in an enzyme form called tyrosinase. And that copper is really important in collagen formation. This is why vitamin C is so good for collagen, joint health, etc. And then you also have vitamin K1, which is part of the vitamin C complex as well, which also helps to prevent bleeding and things like that, because vitamin K1 is involved with clotting. So when you're consuming the white part in the outside part of the lemon or limes, you are getting a tremendous amount of this extra vitamin P, or let's just call it the bioflavonoids, which can really help you in many different ways, including some additional things for the eye. I mean, think about what happens with diabetes. You have a lot of damage in the capillaries. You have damage in the nervous system because the capillaries are no longer feeding the nerves. And so you get peripheral neuropathy. You have a lot of problems of the eye, as in diabetic retinopathy. In diabetes, you have macular degeneration, you get cataracts, you get glaucoma, dry eyes. And so you have a lot of leaking of blood through the capillaries in the eye, caused by the destruction of the high glucose. But if you're a diabetic and you actually take these bioflavonoids from lemons, you can greatly reduce the complications that occur from diabetes and this incredible oxidation that is just destroying your capillary system. Now, here's what I'm going to recommend that you do. And you just need to try this once to see. And once you try this, you're going to like it. You're going to feel good. And you're going to want to do this every day. 1 lemon, you're going to blend it. Okay. Make sure the lemon is an organic lemon. I would blend the whole thing, seeds and all, unless the seeds bother your stomach. Some people, they might find that they have a sensitivity or gastritis in their stomach. And so they might take the seeds out. But there's a lot of nutrition in these seeds. They're not poisonous like eating cherry seeds or apricot seeds, things like that. The seeds from lemons or limes are totally fine. So what you do is you simply take 8 ounces of water, 1 cup of water, put it in the blender, take the whole lemon and blend it on down for probably 30 to 45 seconds, okay? It will make this whitish drink, okay, that's very, very bitter. So you know it's good for the liver, and especially a fatty liver, not to mention your skin and giving you all these other great benefits. Now, to offset the bitterness, I usually like to use liquid stevia drops. And depending on your taste, you might want to try just 5 drops and see if that's sufficient. Or some people like it a little bit sweeter, so put up to 10 drops. So between 5 and 10 drops. Okay. And then just slug it down. It's actually quite delicious. Now you can also use, instead of stevia, frozen blueberries. Okay. You mix a cup of blueberries frozen with your lemon, blend it on down. It makes a delicious lemon blueberry shake. So try this every day, not just for a fatty liver, but to get the extra benefits of the so-called waste product of lemons that most people are disregarding just because they don't know all the amazing bioflavonoid benefits from the whole lemon. Now, if you haven't seen my popular video on lemon water yet, I put it right here. Check it out.